to today's practice. As always, I've got a couple of buttons to press and get completed here. It's always a moving target, getting all of the different elements begun. So we will, as always, start in a comfortable seat. So when you're ready, make your way there. Nice to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Excellent. Nice. Everyone looks like it's gone right this morning. Oh, forgot one of my lights. There we go. Alrighty. Comfortable seat, cross-legged. As some of you may know, I am practicing with a broken toe. So I am beginning the classes seated, and I work my way there as I feel into the flow, feel into how my toe is feeling, and whether or not active yoga will become a thing. But it will eventually, don't worry. I do like to move and breathe and coordinate with my breath. So with that in mind, welcome, namaste, good morning, or good afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Take your hands down onto your knees, close down your eyes, and from the fabric of your skin, through the contours of your muscles, and into the web of your nerves, become aware of how you've arrived this morning, today, on your mat. Take your awareness to the quality of your breath. Recognize whether it feels a little shallow, whether it feels super deep, whether there is room and depth and breadth and width in the breath, in the lungs. From the soles of the feet through to the crown of your head, take your yogi perspective through the body, exploring areas where there might be stickiness or resistance, or perhaps there's a feeling of freedom and energy and flow and movement. And with the origins of the word of yoga being to unite and harmonize and yoke together, perhaps explore here what it means to you to find that harmony within your body. Just take a couple more moments here. If it is advantageous to you to open the mouth and sigh it out, feel free to do that, because it's a great way to ground and become deeply aware of the body-breath synchronization process. And then gradually drift the hands into the heart space at Namaskar Mudra and start to rub the palms together and create a little bit of friction. And with the warmth you're generating in the palms, begin to connect to that Surya energy, the morning energy of the waking sun. The sun that provides the warmth and the energy that powers our civilization, our world, our ecosystems. As you close the eyes with the hands, take a moment to absorb the nutrient of that warmth. Feel it deeply within you. Realize that all of the elements exist within us. We are just stars with human names. And then as you peel open the hands, begin to come into your space this morning, welcoming yourself, welcoming one another. Hands at heart in Namaskar Mudra, and continue to move the hands forward so the fingers go forward, and then scoop the hands in and around so we're taking internal and external rotation with our shoulders, while also warming up the wrists. So it's a gesture of good morning. Hello, welcome, thank you for joining me. And you continue to do that yourself, allowing the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists to warm up. So this is an offer of gratitude, of extending the welcome out from you, and then we'll reverse it. So once you find that position, just bring it back towards you. So bring the energy in and allow that positive energy to start to harmonize in the body. So back and forth, back and forth. Nice. Hands at heart, sitting proud, sitting tall with an erect spine. Let's work on some pranayama techniques, or our breath work. Placing your left hand on your left knee, either cupping the hand on the knee or bringing the index finger and thumb to touch and placing the back of the hand on your knee. Take your peace fingers to your third eye, and using your thumb and your ring finger, we'll be alternating this breath here using Nadi Shodhana technique. It's a Kriya to cleanse the channels of our body, harmonize with the Ida and Pingala nadis in our body, and allow Kundalini energy to awaken. So close the right nostril with your thumb and inhale left. Close the left nostril, exhale right. Close the right nostril, inhale left. Close the left nostril, exhale right. So it's continuous on the same side. So close right, inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Close right, inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Okay, so you start to move a little quicker with a pulse in of the belly button on the exhale. So inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Good. Now pause there through the center. Take 2 breaths in and out through both nostrils. Maybe recognize if the channels feel freer or whether there's still a little bit of blockages within them. Just allow that to be an awareness of compassion, no judgment. And let's shift it now. So close the left nostril, inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Close left, inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Okay, start to move with a bit more pace. Both hands down on your knees, close your eyes and just take a moment to recognize how the nostrils can be different at any time in your day. They have a process of cooling and warming the body, so one can be more dominant than the other. I'm practicing a little later in the morning for me, and it's an interesting awareness that my nostrils are more open this morning than when I normally practice earlier in the day. And just anchor in that awareness. Now, if you closed your eyes, blink them open. When we think about fire, we realize that fire requires oxygen to maintain its power and its transformative energy. So this is a breathwork technique called breath of fire. And breath of fire is where we simply inhale without any awareness. We don't need to think about the inhale. The exhale is our focus point. With that snap in of our belly button, we exhale the breath out. And that is that bellow-like breath that cultivates the fire. It keeps the fire of Manipura chakra, of the core muscles, engaged and transforming the energy within us, shifting negativity, increasing positivity. So hands are on the knees, erect spine, ground through sit bones, passive inhale and forceful exhale, back out the nose. Passive inhale, forceful exhale. Continue. Get quicker. Last few. Good. Now we'll take a moment to pause. You cultivated much faster pace there. And now you start to feel how the transverse abdominis come around to meet the belly button. And that snapping in creates such a fire in the belly. It's your willpower. It's your strength. It's your fortitude. It's your transformational change capacity. So let's do another round. So roll the shoulders up to the ears to find more length in the spine. Then let them soften down naturally. Inhale through the nose to prepare, which is passive. Exhale. Build the pace now. Good job. Breath of fire. Such a great way to begin your practice today. And it's a nice reminder that the Lunar New Year is the new year of the snake. Snakes have this incredible ability to transform. They shed their old layers regularly to transform and shift and allow growth. And we need to do that as well. So take that awareness of the Lunar New Year and encourage a change, a shift. Peel away the layers. Let's move through the spine now. Inhale breath, retract the shoulder blades, cactus your arms and open the collarbones wide in front of you. And then with the exhale breath, C-shape the spine. Draw the forearms and the hands into a fist as you draw the elbows towards your belly button. Exhale. Inhale is this big expression of opening, positivity, welcome in change. Exhale breath, release negativity and stickiness. So be like the snake, the serpent, which is so mythologically empowered in so many different cultures, to be the agent of change, to be the ability to peel away the layers that don't serve you anymore. Here in Australia, the indigenous communities represent a rainbow serpent as the creator of rivers and abundance of life and mountains. Shiva in the Hindu tradition wears a cobra around his neck as a way to recognize the ability to transcend obstacles and to allow yourself that fearlessness. And the year of the snake, peeling away all of those layers, removing those old layers of skin and allowing a shift. Last one like that. Nice. And then with the exhale breath, drift the hands down onto your knees and we'll continue to move through the spine in the same manner. So inhale, we open up, but we use the hands on the knees as this opportunity to find more length and leverage through the spine, and then chin to chest, dome the back body. Inhale up and then exhale back. Good. Let's rotate through the spine. Inhale, arms up and overhead. And then exhale as you twist around to the left, lower the right hand onto the left knee and find the exhale gives you space for the rotation. And then slightly come back to center with the inhale. Once again, find length and then exhale. We twist. Extend the right arm out as you come back to center. Point it forward. Lift the left arm up and over, crossing at the elbows, binding at the forearms and the fingers. Lift this combination of your arms up to the ceiling. Press it forward towards the room in front of you, and then slightly take the combination over to the right. So we're allowing a beautiful stretch through the shoulders, but also remembering to dome the upper back. So press the heart and the lungs into your rib cage, which allows for deep space between the shoulder blades. Come back through center and take it over to the other side, and just allow that stretch to be really therapeutic, really engaging. Unravel, uncross, inhale up to the ceiling. Exhale, twist around to the right. Hand behind you, left hand on the knee. Take that twist as the exhale, coming back slightly on the inhale, lengthening, lifting, but grounding. Exhale, twisting around to the right. Extend the left arm out, point it forward to the front of the room. Right arm up and over, cross at the elbows, bind at the forearms, interlace the fingers. Inhale to lift, exhale, press forward. Let's take that combination of the forearms over to the left. Anchoring through the sit bones, feeling the weight spread evenly across the buttocks, and then back through center, over to the right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all the appreciation and love. Unfortunately, I'm not very responsive because I'm over here and you're over there, but that's the process of being a yoga teacher. Nice job. Let's move through some Kundalini practices now, some Kriya yoga, where we'll begin to integrate through breath work and mantra recitation before we head into some yoga poses. Let's take the hands up and behind our head, interlacing the fingers and allowing the elbows to be super wide and the collarbones to be super wide. Let's encourage the grounding down into the sit bones and the length up through the spine. This one is a breath kriya. So as you twist to the right, you inhale through the nose, and as you twist to the left, you exhale out the mouth in an O shape. So inhale through the nose to the right, exhale. Continue to move here while I explain. This is about harmonizing the two serpent energies. So coming back to our theme here of transformation, known as Ida on the right and Pingala on the left, where we encourage these serpent Kundalini energies to awaken, to harmonize, to corkscrew along the spine and freshen up the channels and the flow of the body. So inhale right, exhale left with an O shape. Last few. Now this one we reverse the direction of the flow, which comes back to that harmonizing capacity. So as we twist to the left, let's inhale there. And as we twist to the right, we'll exhale. Now just come back through center. If you're new to this kind of practice, this Kundalini practice, you can get a little dizzy. So just take a moment to encourage lift through the crown of the head, tone of the abdominals, and focus out on the horizon. Now this time we'll move into a mantra kriya where we cactus the arms, spread the fingers wide, and we'll recite a mantra and not focus on the breath here. So as you twist to the right, you recite Shiva out loud, and as you twist to the left, it's Shakti. So the Kundalini energy of Shakti is awoken here, but it's the harmonization of Shiva and Shakti, the masculine and feminine, we're aiming for and allowing that spark of creation to flow. So Shiva, Shakti, 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 Shiva. Out loud with the recitation of the mantra, focus on the horizon and shift the gaze left and right. Shiva, Shakti, 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 Shiva, Shakti 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 Shiva. Good work. Come through your center. Cactus arms, wide collarbones. Just integrate and absorb how that experience unfolds in your body. Now we'll continue with more mantra kriya to awaken Kundalini energy. This time again, we'll be interlacing the fingers, but behind the head, but we'll have a mantra this time. So it's hut, and that's spelled H-A-T, but it sort of sounds a little like hut, like I'm going to the cabin and a hut in the forest, right? And then as you twist to the left, it's huddy. So can you please hurry up with this, Travis? You're probably thinking. So it's huddy. So hut, huddy, hut, huddy, hut, huddy, hut, huddy. There's vigorousness here. There's shifting. There's those layers like a serpent. We want to get rid of the old skin and encourage in new vitality and vibrancy. Hut, huddy, 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 hut, huddy. Get weird with me, yogis. Do the shift. Be uncomfortable in the comfortableness of this practice. Hut, huddy, 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 hut, huddy. We're going to keep going with the mantra exactly as it is. We're just going to shift the hands onto your shoulders. Believe me when I tell you, this is such a good movement for all of the muscles of your shoulders, especially if you do a lot of typing all day or you have a sticky neck. Huddy, hut, 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 huddy, hut. Keep going. Huddy, hut, huddy, hut, huddy, hut, huddy, hut, huddy, hut, huddy, hut, huddy, hut. Come back through center. Arms out. Cactus at wide. Yeah, right. So it's not for everybody. It's cool. I know people are just flicked through going, what on earth is this dude doing? But believe me or not, this is the way we move in the direction of more. Kundalini energy is dormant in all of us. We need to awaken her. We need to let that divinity rise inside of us. It is your own self-empowerment. It is not something that needs to be manufactured. It is there. It just needs to be awoken. Okay, let's continue now with a kriya that cleanses and activates. So pretend your hands are about to slip into a mitten. So bring all the fingers together and the thumbs are pointing out wide. Extend the arms through to my 60-degree angle. And in this case, it'll be drawing in towards us is the end point. Inhale with the right arm out to the right, draw it back in, and then exhale left. Shh, and draw it back in. So shh, 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 shh. Get a bit quicker and allow the arms to impact on the side of the body to the point at which it feels okay for you, because this is squeezing and squelching the lymphs of the side body and your underarm, which will help allow channels of energy to flow more freely throughout your day. So continue. Shh, 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 shh. Last few. Shh, 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 shh. Arms long. Proud chest. Let's take a moment. Absorb. Thankfulness. See, I feel this overwhelming warmth rising through the base, coming up the spine, welcoming in that energy rising within us. Let's just shift a bit more energy, take our auric field into a world of cleansed, beautiful clarity. So as you inhale in 3 staggered parts, draw the elbows towards you, like so, and then with the exhale breath, shh, shh, shh. So you're pressing away negativity, right? Extend the arms up, and then on the inhale, we gather positivity in, and then we go shh, 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 and we get rid of that negative stuck energy. Shh, shh, shh. 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 Last 5. Arms up long. Those of you that have just joined, it's the new year of the snake. What do snakes do? They shed their skin. They slide and slither through obstacles with integrity and empowerment. That is the energy of Kundalini. That is the energy that's within you. And these practices are about activating, engaging, and observing how we can awaken that energy within us. Yeah? Because it is hidden. It is mysterious, and it requires us to activate. Well done. Let's just take a moment there as we lower the hands down onto the knees. Boy, oh boy, I'm super hot today. That is a great theme. I love it. Let's move into some practice. If you're not aware, for some of you, my back toe, what am I talking about? My toe is broken. So I am very modified in my practice at the moment, hence why we do so much seated work. And so on the inhale, we'll find our cow spine by looking up and opening the throat. And on the exhale breath, we'll dome into the back, cat the spine, chin to chest, press away from the earth. Inhale through to cow. And exhale through to the cat. It's been, I think, 13 days since I broke my toe, and the recovery has been incredible. I'm not complaining. My body is super healthy. For a 44-year-old, I recognize that I'm very fortunate and lucky. But nonetheless, if any of you've ever broken your toe by, believe it or not, stubbing it on the bed leg, I mean, how many times have you done that in your life and thought, geez, I broke my toe? Well, guess what? I broke my toe. Anyway, gosh, I've forgotten my train of thought now that I went off into that random tangent. Anyway, what was I saying? Broken toe, getting there, moving. Yeah, I feel a little likelihood that there'll be a bit more active yoga today. I don't know, I just feel like I'm getting a little ready to do it. Right, enough cows and cats, Travis, enough waffling. Right arm up to the ceiling. Inhale, breath, lengthen, lift, extend. Thread it in and under to the left, lower right ear down. Slide your left hand forward and lengthen forward with the left arm. Let the side of your face, the head, just rest down and feel super heavy, as well as the shoulder of the right arm. It's an unusual position to be maintaining, and it should feel quite therapeutic and quite engaging. We do so much work with our shoulders now, and we don't really look after them as the work on computers and typing and whatnot that we do. Right hand back up to the ceiling and lower the right hand down. Let's take it over to the other side. Inhale, left arm up. Dive it in and under to the right, lower the left ear down, slide your right arm forward. Right hand back in front of your face to let the left hand lift up, reach up, rise up, and then lower the left hand down, I beg your pardon. Let's take our hands, one hand print further forward. Tuck the back toes and send the hips back towards the ceiling and up. And I'm just going to bend my left knee deeply so that I'm not on the toe, but take the chance here to talk to you about your knuckles, the neutral wrists, the engagement in your shoulders, the heaviness of the head, and the ability to pedal your feet, windscreen wiper the heels. Do all the things I can't do, please, because there is no way I want to inflame my broken toe. So just take another breath. I tell you what is interesting and what is very yogic here is to look at how an imbalance occurs and how rapidly the body adapts. And through that adaptation, we begin to notice those deeper imbalances. So as I'm favoring my right leg here, I can feel my hips have shifted to the right. And that is such an awareness of how the body looks for these chains of action and trains of anatomy to adapt and continue to function. It's incredible. Our bodies are an incredible universe. Let's walk forward to the top of the mat, everybody. And on arrival, if you've got bricks like me or blocks, whatever you want to call them, place the hands underneath, the blocks underneath you and find your halfway lift and lengthen. Inhale. Long spine and exhale breath. Big deep bend in the knees, tummy on the thighs. Let's take ragdoll. Hold your elbows and bounce into the knees. Sway into the torso. Nod the head. Target the space of the sacrum where Kundalini resides and encourage her to flow, and encourage that to be flow of water, right? Hydrate the spine. And in the process, that waterfall of hydration begins to flow down the back body, gathering up all of that negativity, all the stickiness, all the stuff we don't need. And it culminates in the crown of your head. And here in our fold, we let it fall out. We drop it away. The heaviness of stuff that doesn't serve us. Eliminate it. Get rid of it. Shed it. Do what a snake does. Get a new skin. And carry that crap around with us. We don't need it. Dangle the arms to the earth. And then on an inhale breath, we're going to roll up to a mountain pose, Tadasana, where the arms will remain dangling here. The chin will stay close to the chest. And again, it's like we're in a lily flower emerging from the base of the pond. Takes our time to recalibrate into a standing posture. But we'll work from the ground up, yogis. So spread the toes wide, ground through the four corners of the feet. Engage the muscles of your legs, neutral your pelvis, knit the rib cage in, widen the collarbones. And now with the arms beside your body, you stand tall and firm with fingers wide. Focus on the horizon and take a couple of breaths. Step the big toes to touch, bring the hands to Namaskar Mudra and the chin drawn to chest. Let's take a moment to allow ourselves an opportunity to connect deeper with an intention, perhaps a daily sankalpa. And I'll give you a few moments for yourself. And on your next inhale, bend slightly into the knees, sweep the hands down and wide and overhead. Inhale. And then as you return to the earth, fan the hands out wide, hinge at the hips and fold. Exhale, breath. Hands on your shins or your blocks. Inhale, breath, halfway lift. And exhale, step back to high plank. I'll encourage you to hold the high plank, but for me, I need to lower to my knees with my broken toe. And I'm just going to take a modified variation, which is just as awesome. You're going to press away from the earth. You're going to broaden the upper back. You're going to let the heart and lungs lift in your rib cage. And you're going to maintain this, pressing away, because gravity is not your friend here. You're strong, you're competent, you're capable. Everybody, please drop your knees and let's take a few tricep push-ups here. So cross your ankles behind you, draw your heels towards your buttocks, tone the abdominals in, lengthen along the spines, and bend the elbows lower halfway down. Exhale. Press back up, inhale, and lower halfway down, exhale. Please continue to do this for a few more rounds. So shift around to face you. So crossing the ankles, bending the elbows, lower halfway down, exhale. Press up, inhale, lower halfway down, exhale. Press back up, inhale. Let's do one more, lower halfway down, exhale. Now press back up, inhale. Uncross the feet, lower down the tops of the feet, lower the chest and the chin down, and now slither through to, guess what, cobra pose. Take the hands out wide. Inhale, breath, come up, lift up, striking cobra. A little shift side to side, right? So we do get to honor the serpent energy here with our Kundalini practice as well as our Vinyasa practice. Lower the chest back down. Take your right arm out to the right like a right angle from the body. Look to the left. Roll onto right hip and step left toes behind you. Let the right ear lower to the earth and keep focusing the awareness to the left with your eyes. And take a breath. And then return back onto the tummy. Extend the left arm straight out to the left. Roll the head to look to the right. Roll onto the left hip and step the right toes behind you. And let the left side of your head, your ear, and your face just soften down towards the earth. And then we'll come back through our center. Pause there for a moment while I shift to change my orientation. On our tummies here, we'll take a spinal balance. So place the hands underneath your elbows. I beg your pardon. You'll place your hands underneath your shoulders with your elbows pointing back behind you. Inhale through the center for a moment to lift the chest and look forward, toning the abdominals in. And then let the exhale breath prepare you. So now inhale, look over your left shoulder and lift your left leg up and off the mat. Exhale, return through center. Rotate the head to the right. Inhale, lift the right leg, look over right shoulder, and then return through your center. Inhale, left side, lift the leg and look over the left shoulder. Exhale through your center. Inhale over your right shoulder as you lift the right leg. Exhale, one more. So lovely big honoring here for our Bhujangasana, our cobra pose, as an opportunity to welcome the Lunar New Year, as well as to understand deeper the awareness of Kundalini energy and of the transformative energy of the snake. Through our tabletop, placing our hands another handprint away from us down the mat, tucking our toes, and stepping back into our downward facing dog, which once again looks very modified for me because of my broken toe, but please find that deep sense of awareness down the backs of your legs, engagement in the tummy muscles, and length along the side waists and the hips. As you walk forward to the top of your mat, exhale breath the whole way. Halfway lift on arrival, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sky, hands out wide up and gather that breath. Exhale, return, hinge at the hips, fold. Hands on shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to high plank. For me, again, modified straight away down onto the knees. We'll hold the plank. Exhale, breath, lower the knees, the chest and the chin, and then slither forward through to our cobra. Inhale, breath. Exhale, return back through downward facing dog. Let's do one more like that. Exhale, breath, walk forward to the top of your mat. Hands on shins, halfway lift, inhale. And then exhale, lower the head down and fold. Inhale, root to rise, be the change you want to see in the world. Palms up overhead, inhale. Come back through your center and pause with Namaskar Mudra at the heart space. Just reconnect with your intention. Recalibrate. Return the breath. Notice and recognize whether it's become a little deeper or perhaps a little shallower. And let's just move through one more of those. So inhale up to the sky and then exhale, return to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to the plank. Please hold the plank, yogis. You're super strong. For me, it's lowering to my knees, modifying here. Chest and chin as you all lower to the knees, all lowers to the ground. And then inhale the cobra. And exhale, come back to tabletop where I'll get you to hold there. Continuing our spine balance practice here, where we'll shift from our tabletop position to sit the hips back towards our heels. Once more, I'm not going the entire way back just to modify for myself, but you can sit back on your heels. And then on the inhale, we shift to all fours and take the right arm out and the left leg back behind us. And then with the exhale, we tap in and underneath our body and then return the hand and the knee to the mat and sit back on our heels. And then shifting to inhale, lengthen left arm, right leg back, and then exhale, tap elbow and knee under body, and then sit back on heels. So inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, tap under body, doming the back and using the core, sitting back on our heels. Left arm, right leg long. Inhale, dome the back, tap the elbow, knee, and return. So coordination, breath, and awareness, all in one movement here, as well as toning of the core, encouraging Manipura chakra to still be maintaining that beautiful furnace of transformative fiery energy. Shifting the old, engaging with the new, and being aware that change is the only constant, not one of, it is the only constant. Sitting back on the heels. Let's do one more on the opposite side. Nice work. take a moment here in our tabletop position. Let's just do a couple of cow cats. In fact, even turn it into sexy cat here, because this is an opportunity now just to start to calm it all down. I allotted 45 minutes for today, so I'm starting to lengthen out the classes because obviously with my injury I wasn't able to do much more than half an hour, and now I'm just starting to sort of stretch it out. But today 45 is nearly done, so let's encourage ourselves to find a seat, whether that be on your props, like I like to sit on a blanket and a cushion. And we'll come down into our seat, where we started, right? And I think I can see one or two of you that have been with me the whole way. It's truly lovely to have you there with me. Thank you so much. And let's just take a moment to close down our eyes. You know, the vigorousness of a vinyasa practice, even though it's modified and it's simplified because of my injury, it's nonetheless a reminder. You have to break the word vinyasa down into two parts, and it means to place in a special way, vi and nyasa. The importance here is to recognize how you move around your mat. And that doesn't just exist only on your mat, right? It's about how you move around in your everyday life. So taking your yoga practice, your asana, your postures from the mat, and then integrating it into your everyday life. And then Kundalini energy is this idea of moving in the direction of more prosperity, more abundance, more kindness, more joy, and more awareness of the wisdom within us. That divine feminine energy rising and integrating with the ascending Kundalini, Shiva energy, the masculine. So just take a moment, feel into the harmony in our body. Bring your hands to your heart space, drawing your chin towards your chest. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank yourself for practicing. I sure do appreciate all your gifts and also all of your practice, and I encourage you to join me this evening for a wind down if you're available. It'll be about 8 o'clock Australian time. Thumbs to the third eye, chin to chest. Take a moment to recognize that deep inner wisdom and thank that intention for showing up today. Gift the world with your presence, your beauty, your wonder, your amazement, and your creativity. With that, it is Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you very much for practicing. Greet yourself, greet each other with the Hindi word Namaste. Good morning. If you're in Australia, it is nearly time to start to get ready and go to work. If you're somewhere else in the world, have the wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you around 8 o'clock tonight for a wind downy kind of yin practice. And for those of you that are interested, I'll be doing my morning ritual now at my altar. So I will flip the camera around and you're welcome to stay for that. It takes about 7 or 8 minutes. So yeah, feel free to join me. But otherwise, bye for now. Namaste. Thank you. Alrighty, for those that would like to stay, anything to do with singing has always been one of my limiting beliefs, but it is about showing up and doing the practice, not whether how you sound. So yeah, just letting you know. Okay, so if you know the Gayatri mantra, you're welcome to join in with me now. And it sounds like this. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tat Savitur Vairaniam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. We'll do another round. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tat Savitur Vairaniam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. taking a jar of water in the right hand and reciting the mantra, Ya Devi Kamalebhyo Charanam Jalam Samarpayami. And then using a flower to douse a little bit of water over your altar, and then douse a little bit of water over yourself. And I can douse a little bit of water over you as well at home. Now with that, we take ourselves through the 4 cardinal directions. So around to the east and recognize Surya, the morning sun that brings all the radiation, the warmth, the abundance, the growth, and the change in our world and our ecosystems. Around to the north, thanking our elders past that have trod this path and created such a beautiful foundation for us to walk on. We do so with dignity, pride, and thankfulness for all of your efforts. We look to the south and we recognize that we move in the direction of more, but our society wants to keep us in a small state, in a lack mentality. But it is our awareness that recognizes that we move in the direction of prosperity. And then around to the west, every night the sun says good night and goes back into its sleep, and reminding us to let go of what doesn't serve us, like the serpent energy, the fresh energy of transformation, of shedding the old layers. Sitting back down, incense, lighting the incense, and once it's lit, in your right hand, Ya Devi Kamalebhyo Charanam Dufam Samarpayami, waving it around your altar, waving around your Ishtas. This is Lakshmi, and the Shri Yantra, waving it around yourself and waving it around you at home. There you go. Placing it in your holder and letting it. Tilikam Samarpayami. Dancing a little bit on the third eye. Taking some flowers. Ya Devi Kamalebhyo Charanam Fulam Samar Payami. Placing them on the altar. Some fruit or sweets. Ya Devi Kamalebhyo Charanam Ritu Phalam Samar Payami. Finally, taking our Agni, our fire. Ya Devi Kamalebhyo Charanam Agni Samarpayami. Rotating it anti-clockwise, providing that Agni, very first word of the Rig Veda, the transformative energy of fire, bathing ourselves, bathing you at home, and then slowly turning to the cardinal directions. First of all, recognizing the east, thanking the sun. To the north, the ancestors. To the south, move in the direction of more. And then to the west, remind yourself to let go of what doesn't serve you. Ring the bell. Guru Stotram. If you know it, you're welcome to join in. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Akanda Mandalarkaram Vyaptam Yena Charam Charam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Agyanatim Arindyasya Gyana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dhyana Mulam Guru Murti, Puja Mulam Guru Padam, Mantra Mulam Guru Vakyam, Moksha Mulam Guru Kripaya. I will sing the first few verses of the Arti here, but I don't want to destroy you all with my singing, but it goes Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Swami Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Bhakta Jano Ke Sankarta Dasa Jano Ke Sankarta Shana Mendura Kare, Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jo dvave pala pave dukkha bina se manaka, Swami dukkha bina se manaka, sukha sampatigara ave, sukha sampatigara ave, kastamite tanaka, Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Mata pita tuma mere sharana parume kisaki, Swami sharana parume kisaki, tuma bina ora naduja, tuma bina ora naduja, asa karume kisaki, Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Tuma Purana Paramatma, Tuma Antaryami, Swami Tuma Antaryami, Parabrahma Parameshwara, Parabrahma Parameshwara, Tuma Sabake Swami, Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Tuma karuna kesarga, tuma palana karata, Swami tuma palana karata, main muraka agyani, main sevaka tuma Swami, kripa karo bharata, Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Tuma hoeka agocha sabake pranapati, Swami sabake pranapati, kisa vida mila dayamaya, kisa vida mila kripa maya, tumako main kumati, Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Dina bandhu dukkha harta tumatha kuramere, Swami tuma rakshaka mere, apane hata utao, apane sharana badao, dwara paramatere, Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Last few verses. Vishaya vikara mitao, papaharo deva, Swami papaharo deva, Shraddha bhakti badao, Shraddha prema badao, Santana ki seva, Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Swami Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Bhakta Jano Ki Sankarta Dasa Jano Ki Sankarta Shana Mendura Kare, Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Shanti Path. Hands at heart. Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya, Sarvesham Svastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Deep breath in. Loka samashta sukhino bhavantu. Quicker the pace. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sukhandim Pushtirardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityor Mokshyam Amritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva bandhush cha saka tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva sarvanam mama deva deva. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Good morning, everybody. Have a lovely day. All the best. Have a wonderful one. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now. Oh,